Hi there! Welcome to the Gardens and Graveyard channel. My name is Charisma and today we're meeting in the backyard and we're going to plant up a couple of mums. We're slowly transitioning into fall, and as our summer annuals start to fail, I'll be replacing them with either mums, cabbage, ornamental cabbage, or pansies for the fall and winter. I do not put out as many fall and winter annuals as I do summertime annuals because we're not out in the garden and enjoying all the spaces as much. But there are a few signature pots that I like to have color in all throughout the year. Now, our fall mums really only last us through maybe the end of November, which is perfectly fine because then it'll be time to decorate for Christmas and I'll remove anything that has mums in it anyway, and we would be decorating with other things. So this will last us, 2.5, 3 months, somewhere in there, to just have some bright yellow flowers. I'm going to continue with our pink lemonade theme of the year, but it will transition to just lemonade because I can't imagine putting pink in my garden for fall. I just can't. But today we're planting up mums in these little tiny containers, these little urns. They had the lemon slice super bells in them. They did not do very well in our garden this year. We had 4 containers. Well, actually we had 6 plants. We had 4 containers with them in there. 2 of them failed, so I replaced them, and then they failed. So we thought they were getting too much water, not enough water, maybe they were being eaten. We finally determined that they were probably in just too much sun, even though their tag says sun to part sun. I think they would just prefer to be in part sun, at least in my garden. Anyhow, those pots are now either empty or have dead plants in them. So we're going to remove the plants back here and pop in a couple of mums, and then the ones in the front are already empty. We'll just pop in the mums. I will put a little tiny bit of Biotune starter fertilizer in them, but not much, because fall and winter annuals they don't eat that much. They don't feed that much. They don't need all that nutrition. I don't change out the soil because they really just maybe bulk up a little at the end of the summer, and then they just sit there for months, looking like a pretty plant. They don't put on a ton of growth. So I don't worry about changing out the soil and giving them a bunch of nutrition because they are much shorter term than our summer annuals, and they're not as heavy feeders. So let's go ahead and get these mums planted up. This is our nicest looking one. Pretty sad. You can see it's got moss growing on it, but it also looks fried. It's not a happy plant. I'm gonna add a little mulch. Oh, that looks really sweet. I know that they're gonna color up and look really fantastic. Feels good to do a little transitioning. Okay, so now we're gonna plant in these containers. I realize I have these yellow black-eyed Susans, but they are a slightly different texture, and by the time these mums are really showing off, the black-eyed Susans will mostly be done blooming. So I wanted to share with you about mums. So you might be wondering why I have these tiny plants with only two or three blooms on them. Well, this is how you want to buy a mum, because all those tight little buds are going to pop open in the next couple of weeks, and the entire plant is just going to be completely covered in yellow blooms. If I bought the plants already completely bloomed out, I'd have to be deadheading them within a week, and it might take another 3 weeks before them to flush out again. And when these plants are only going to be showing up for 2-3 months, I can't afford to have a big empty, just a green plant while they're rejuvenating. So the really nice thing about mums is once they start blooming, they do last for a long time. It's just that when you buy them from a nursery and they're already all open, you have no idea how long they've been open. So best practice is to buy them when they're in tight buds and maybe just starting to crack a little color. I did buy pretty small containers because these are going in pretty small pots. They should bulk up enough to fill these 10-inch pots. And then I just have some compost that I'm going to top dress them with, mostly to help retain moisture and just to give a uniform look. All right, that's gonna do it for fall planting for today. There's much more to come, but I'm happy to get a start on it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you're celebrating your life, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.